The next topic I wanted to cover on the outline was updates. Now, some of you have already done updates, others have not. When you do an update, you put it in our update disk. We have elected to go with the update disk because a lot of the IT professionals were not very happy with downloading our updates from the internet, because we don't just update the software, we also update the data. When we update the data, we detect the products that you have and any special licenses that you might have. So if you have subscribed to one of our other databases, the International Law Database or the Insurance Database, you will then automatically get an update for those. We're able to track that when we do the install. So just put in the disk, it will detect the items, give you a pop-up listing of what needs to be updated, and you decide if you're going to move forward with the update or not. The update will update the software, reports, as well as the legal research. And the way it does the legal research, it actually puts in data in a directory called Retman Update. And in that Retman Update data, we have the update data, and the CD will also set a flag that tells you the next time you open up Retention Manager that there's update data to be added to the legal research. The revised laws will then supersede the previous laws, and then Profile will regenerate. Now, since I have a current install, I cannot really do an update, but I can emulate one. In our functions, administrator functions, legal research, we have the ability to update the legal research if for some reason that flag didn't get set, or perhaps something went wrong in your update. We send you the update files, put it in your directory. We cannot set the flag for you. We'll then tell you to run the update legal research again. In this case, it knew it did the update. Do you want to rerun the last update? Does it hurt? I'll say yes. It wants to back up the system data, which is the legal research. Probably a good idea to do it, but to save time, I'll say no. And then it goes through this process. It's adding the data from the update directory into the legal research index. If the law is new, it's just adding it. If the law is revised, it finds the existing law, removes it, and makes the current one current. Here are the new entries that were added. I guess I did have a different version of the update. It'll give you some statistics. Here are the laws from the update that say there are no change. So it just gives you a feeling of that things did happen. You probably saw that the legal research was updated as Profile regenerated. So that's all a pretty automatic process. I doubt if I will have any changes, but I'll take a look. I'll open up Legal Group, and I can now go through and view or check my legal research, legal requirements period from the beginning. Profile, the way it was set up, regenerated against the updated legal research index. So if you recall, here was one item that previously I had skipped. I had a law that said SUP, and I had another law that said 1 year, and my notes said SUP are active, interpreted as 1 year, since workplace inspections and testing take place at least annually. This occurs 2 places in the default data, occurs in this particular legal group as well as the one for fire protection. I am now going to make a change. So if you remember, we authorized all our data. It's all black. It's been approved. We saved all our retention reports. Say yes. I'm going to make the change. Notice the editor We'll take our authorized data at the starting point in case you probably want to start with your old retention conclusions and then move forward. I select the change, I save it, and then it says my review is complete. Now notice what happens when I have now proposed data. All my editing changes are going to be brand new. So I checked the legal requirements period for the legal group. I could have used the update reports for doing that. But all my changes are treated as proposed. If I had authorized data and existed, I now produce two sets of data, authorized and proposed, at the same time. So I've already approved this 3-year period. I'm now proposing an active +3 because of my legal research. We can now produce the reports that show this, and then you can go ahead and provide that to your users, have them review it, and then if everybody approves, you will go through the authorized process again. I'm going to close these screens, open up our report section, and then I'm going to pick legal group index, for example, copy to user sections. Not all of you are using parameters. Parameters are very useful. For this purpose, we are showing both the authorized and proposed values. If you only wanted to show the proposed when you first propose reports like we were doing at the beginning of the session, it does show a little better if you do that. You edit the parameters, display status, and you have other parameters you can choose from, but the one most of us will change is display status. If you want it proposed, you'd make it a P. If you want it authorized, you'd make it an A. But we're going to show both the authorized and proposed data. Okay. I open up my legal group index report. I close this and reopen this. I'll pick my PDF writer. We do okay. And I'm going to try and find the one where I made the change. There it is. So if you recall, we had by default a 1-year legal requirement, a 3-year legal consideration. The total was 3. The bottom of the report says proposed retention is in bold. Now we show 2 states of the retention. We are now proposing changes. We have 2 different values. The same is true in retention rules that are related to this legal group, as well as standard record series related to those retention rules. They will show 2 values. So you'll be able to show then all the changes. You will then send it out for review. Everybody approves. You authorize again, and everything gets authorized, and away you go. And you then will be able to see all the authorized information. Mine didn't get authorized. No, it is. And then the next time you do reports, since everything is authorized, we can edit this, change this to an A, do OK, double click, and when we show reports, that particular item is in authorized mode. It now shows what was finally approved. Where's the item I was on? It's back here. We approved the active +3. It's now available to you, and you can go ahead and save that report as the next authorized with the next date of all of that.